Hello class, this is Oscar Crawford, the instructor for your Christian Worldview class. First, I want to congratulate all of you on the job well done in Module 1. I know you've all gotten your papers turned in. If you haven't gotten them turned in, you've got about 37 minutes left to get those assignments in. I'm looking forward to taking a look at them. I know you've all done a fine job on your thesis statement template or your thesis template. But I'm looking forward to hearing what you had to share in those assignments. All right. What I want to speak to you now about is the assignment that will be due on day 7 of Module 2, the Worldview Table on Naturalism. There are 3 components to this assignment. There is Table 1, Table 2, and a personal reflection. I have a note highlighted there in yellow for you that says this. In this section, you may take information directly from the text to write 2 or more complete subject and verb agreement, correct spelling, and appropriately punctuated sentences. That is important. This information can be found on pages 88 to 90 in the text. I will not be providing that information to you henceforth, but I wanted to give that to you for your first Worldview Table assignment. All right, now you'll notice that the vertical line under the naturalism heading is where you're going to enter information that you get directly from the text to speak to each of the side items: reality, knowledge, human nature, human problems, solutions to human problems, human value, human purpose, ethics, suffering, the meaning of life, and human desire. You will put your 1 or your 2 or more sentence response in each of those yellow highlighted boxes for each section. You're taking that straight from the text. You have green light to do that, but make sure that you put each piece of information in the appropriate box. All right, Table 2 is going to be just a bit different. This time you're going to have to process the information you've learned for Table 1 to complete the responses in Table 2. In this section, write incomplete sentences with subject and verb agreement, correct spelling, and appropriate punctuation. Remember, this is important. And anytime you have a colored line show up under anything you're doing in Word, that means you have something to correct. Use a minimum of 2 sentences to present your understanding of how the worldview manages each of the life domains. I'll introduce those to you now. How does the naturalist process and manage money and career? How does the naturalist process and manage sexuality? How does the naturalist process and manage family? How does the naturalist process and manage suffering and death? How does the naturalist process and manage friends? Make sure the last box is where you correlate the worldview on naturalism to Christianity. Now, the highlighted horizontal line is where you enter that information. Section 3 for your personal reflection. Your personal reflection is to be a minimum of 120 to 150 words, giving evidence of your engaging and understanding of the worldview studied. Reveal your consideration of the worldview and what it stands for. Correlate your own worldview and conclude with personal feeling. Now, whatever you do, just don't throw words at this and say, I don't like it, these people are crazy, what are they thinking about? Only the way I know God is the only way to know God. Please follow the instruction. Your personal reflection is to be a minimum of 120 to 150 words, giving evidence of your engaging and understanding of the worldview studied. Reveal your consideration of the worldview and what it stands for. Correlate your own worldview and conclude with personal feeling. Finally, if at any time you do not understand these things that I've shared with you on how to complete this assignment, make sure to call me Monday through Friday, 12 noon to 8 p.m. Arizona time. That is Pacific time right now. We're 3 hours behind Eastern, 2 behind Central, 1 behind Mountain, and the same as Pacific. Call me during those hours and I will be happy to provide you with all the information necessary such that you are clear on what is expected of you. Module 2 begins shortly. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you in the discussion forum. And if we have opportunity, call me. Let's talk about what you believe you're learning. Challenge me with your ideas. Let's get it on. I'm Oscar Crawford, the instructor for your Christian Worldview class.